Of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Howard to the face-off circle, pass in front for Grease, he scores! Howard with a good pass, and Ashton Grease, his 15th of the year.
It's time for Oahe Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Capitals hockey is brought to you by Weatherall, Leisure Palace, and Hermanson Endodontics.
Here's Ashton Grease trying to get in front. It comes in front. They score! That's John Lyons. John Lyons' first varsity goal comes here in the state tournament.
Oahe Caps hockey is also brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates, Sun Masters, and All Around Graphics.
Howard will walk it in the zone. Howard with a shot, and it goes in the net, and the Capitals win! Off of Kane Brecker and in, and the Caps win it 2-1 in overtime.
Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Oahe Capitals, John Winkler.
And from the Expo Center, we welcome you as the Oahe Capitals take on the Rushmore Thunder tonight in one of the biggest games here at the Expo Center this season. The Caps are looking to knock off the undefeated Rushmore Thunder here this evening, as the Oahe Caps are looking for that opportunity to pick up that their next win, which would be their 9th of the season, to go to 9-3 on the year. The Rushmore Thunder come in at 11-0, and Rushmore has got to be feeling the best that they have felt in the last several years. Probably since I wouldn't say the last time that they won the state championship, which was here back in spring or the March of 2018. But they got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. 11-0, and it's not because they've just beaten the bottom of the standings. They beat Brookings in both games that they played last weekend, on both Saturday and Sunday. They beat Brookings in overtime 4-3 Saturday night, and then won regulation 4-3 on Sunday. The Rangers had not been beaten since they lost in overtime here at the Expo Center last year, and end up winning the state championship. The defending state champions that were feeling pretty good, and the Caps right now have the opportunity to knock off the Rushmore Thunder here this evening and to give them their first loss, whether it is in regulation or potentially even in overtime. But Rushmore is coming in feeling very good. They've got back to full strength, or should be in full strength tonight, after a couple guys that were missing. Hunter Walla is back, as well as Hayden Holick. He is going to be on that second line. Marshall Retzer is back. Also Parker Brennan and Duncan Chisholm. All those guys are all back. And Michael Habby, the goalie, who's got 2 shutouts. He's got 9 wins. The Caps saw Tanner Kopech back, I believe, in when they played him at the Rushmore Thunderdome. But Habby's got a 1.89 goals against average and an .899 save percentage with 2 shutouts. That tells you just how good this guy is, and how well that they look for him to be in net tonight, who will most likely get the start against the Oahe Capitals. Carter Scholes will be in net for the Oahe Capitals as he looks to pick up his next win after he played against the Mitchell Marlins, but Carter Scholes gets the start. Kieran Duffy played against Rushmore back in December. The Caps had a 3-0 lead, end up losing 5-3 in that game, but Carter Scholes looking for his 4th win. Both him and Kieran Duffy are with 3 wins so far this season. Carter with a 2.20 goals against average, a save percentage of .898, and 2 shutouts, one of them being last Sunday, 2 Sundays ago, whenever the Caps beat the Mitchell Marlins with that latest win. Kieran Duffy not here tonight, dealing with some sickness, so we hope that he gets better and can join us again next weekend when the Caps will play. Will not be here today or tomorrow, but hoping that he is doing well. I'm sure he'll be watching and listening tonight, if not already right now. We send our best wishes to him, and that he is going to be better and ready to go next weekend. And he's hoping that the Caps hold it down and pick up 4 big points this weekend over Rushmore and Aberdeen, the Aberdeen Cougars, tomorrow evening. And that's a big game as well. Aberdeen is a team that's the last couple years, and we talked with Coach Steve Steele in Coach's Corner about it, that the last couple years you're saying you just got to make sure you play well and you're going to win. You don't need to do too much. You don't just show up and play your game and you're going to win. Well, now this year it's a little bit different. They're a much more improved team. They've got good goaltending. They have the skills to be a top 4 team in the States by the end of the season. So do the Capitals. But the Caps have got to make sure that they get the job done tonight and then tomorrow when they take on a very much improved Aberdeen Cougar team who they did beat in overtime in Aberdeen to begin the season a couple all the way back at the beginning of summer. That was their second game. It was the Cougars' first game. So the Caps and Rushmore Thunder here tonight. Should be a good one here at the Expo Center. Crowd starting to file in. Should be a good crowd on hand. Had wrestling earlier today at Riggs High School. And a good showing of a lot of support for the wrestling team. And now hopefully the Caps are looking to see a lot of support for their team here at the Expo Center tonight as they take on the Rushmore Thunder. We'll talk more about this matchup between Rushmore and Oahe coming up here in just a little bit. But first, when we come back, we'll have their Weather All Coaches interview, and we'll talk with Coach Steve Steele of the Oahe Capitals. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics. 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Ashton Grease, captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Back to the pregame show here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Joining me is Coach Steve Steele for the Weather All Coaches interview. And Coach, this weekend's a big week, and we talked about it on Coach's Corner, but tonight is a big one because Rushmore is undefeated. You guys were up 3-0 on them, end up falling 5-3 on the road, so you feel like you owe them one going into this game. But it's a chance to beat and get rid of the last undefeated team in the state.
Yeah, and it was a really good hockey game last time. They're a tremendous hockey team. Watching their games against Brookings last weekend, I mean, they showed that. I mean, they got Brookings all kinds of frustrated. They have a tremendous power play. Their power play was really, really good against Brookings, so we've got to make sure we can stay out of the penalty box today and limit their opportunities there. But yeah, these are the fun games that you want to play. You want to play the best teams and demonstrate the parity that is South Dakota hockey right now, and we've got a chance to do that today.
Well, you guys had a full weekend of rest last weekend. Positive and negatives can come out of that. How important is it maybe the first 5 minutes to make sure that it's all positives that come out of that weekend off?
Yeah, we've got to start fast, and kind of get back into it. When you take a weekend, shouldn't say take a weekend off like we had a choice. When you have a weekend off, definitely good in the sense of getting guys healthy and all that stuff. But, just losing a little bit of that competitive edge. It's one of the reasons over Christmas break that we do our Nutcracker Cup to keep that competitive juices flowing. And, when you don't have that, the beginning of the game is always crucial. So hopefully we can come out strong today and get those back really quick.
Carter Scholes will be starting a net for you tonight. Obviously, Karen played last against Rushmore, but Carter tonight, he's played well. Both goalies have played well. Every goalie that you've had has played well. But what do you expect from him tonight against this Rushmore team?
He's locked in. He's been preparing for him all week. He's asked a lot of questions. We've been in constant communication throughout the week. Just about, hey, what should I do in this situation? What are we looking for in this situation? And, I feel like he's got a really good grasp of the mental game that we need from him tonight outside of stopping the puck. So, I think he's got the ability to really control the tempo of this game just by doing some small things for us. And, I think he's locked in today.
Rushmore beat Brookings last weekend in both their games to remain undefeated, but also beat the defending state champion. Some teams that might scare you going into this game. How do you make sure that's not the case, where they're not scared and maybe extra motivated now that they've got those 2 wins against Brookings?
Well, I don't know that we're scared of them. So we knew we were right there last time. We've just got to not make those few mistakes that allowed them to claw back in the game and, then not panic. I think that was the only game this season where we kind of lost our composure a little bit. So, we've just got to be mentally tough for 3 periods and make sure that, we're able to stay out of the penalty box, do the things, and stay playing hockey like we need to.
What's it going to take to knock off Rushmore tonight?
It's going to take a lot of good effort on both ends of the ice, but a lot of 5-on-5 hockey. I think we're best when we're playing 5-on-5 this year. So the more times the more of the game that we can play 5-on-5, I think the better off we are.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, John.
Back with more of the pregame show next year on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Thursday, the Solid Butte Charger girls and boys basketball teams head east for doubleheader action here on Country 95.3 FM. This is DT Meyer. The Chargers will travel to Tulare to take on the Hitchcock-Tulare Patriots. The girls will go first with a 6 o'clock tip-off with the boys' game to follow. The Solid Butte Chargers and Hitchcock-Tulare Patriots basketball doubleheader action Thursday night on your home for Charger sports, Country 95.3 FM, PureCountry.com. And on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports.
Hi, this is Keenan Howard, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here to the Expo Center, as we are still getting set for the Oahe Capitals and the Rushmore Thunder. The Caps are looking for their now ninth win of the season, as they are coming in at 8-3, and the Rushmore Thunder looking for their 12th win of the season, as they are at 11-0 right now, looking to go to 12-0 after beating Brookings 4-3 in both games last weekend. When you look at the standings so far for the states, and we'll talk about the games here in just a moment, but we're the first ones to get started, and we're going to be getting started by at least an hour ahead of everybody else. But Rushmore at number 1, Brookings number 2 at 10-1, 0-1 with 21 points. Rushmore right now at 22 points, but with those 2 losses right now for Brookings against Rushmore, one being in overtime, that might help them out, because if Rushmore would lose this game in regulation and then lose one more, Brookings could overtake them. However, if Rushmore would lose in overtime tonight, say if they lose overtime tonight, they still then have to lose 2 more games in regulation. They have to drop 4 points at some point, because the Rangers dropped 3 points, and the Rangers can't be tied with them, because it would then go to the Rushmore Thunder because of the tiebreak. Sioux Falls won at 8-1 right now. We'll see them coming up here in a little while, as that will be they have 16 points right now. They're tied with the Capitals, but because the Caps are 8-3, have played 2 more games, that is why they are ahead of them in the standings right now. Sioux Falls 1 actually will be next Saturday, so a week from today, another 6 o'clock start. We'll have that one for you between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls Flyers. Then Sioux Center is, after dropping down 5 points below the Capitals right now, in 5th place. Aberdeen at 6th place with 9 points. They're 4-3 right now on the season. Mitchell is at 3-7, 1-1 with 8 points. They're looking to be right now to potentially making into the state tournament. Watertown at 3-8. That tie and overtime loss right now for Mitchell has got them 2 more points than Watertown. Sioux Falls 2 is right above Watertown with 7 points at 3-7, 0-1. So Watertown's got to find a way to pick up a couple wins, and maybe they're going to find those wins here at some point in this season. Playing maybe their second half of the season will be a little bit less. They have Sioux Center. That's a big game tonight for Watertown. If they can beat Sioux Center, I wouldn't say that they're clinching a spot, but they're in a good spot to make the state tournament. Then it will be Watertown. But they're going to play Sioux Center tonight. Then Yankton and Huron right now. Yankton at 1-11 and Huron at 0-8 with 2 points for Yankton and 0 for Huron. They are on the outside looking in and will be probably for the rest of the season. They look to be 2 of the teams that will not make the state tournament. Tonight here at the Expo Center is the Rushmore Thunder and the Oahe Capitals, which will get started here right around 6:25-ish. And then Mitchell at Sioux Falls 2 playing in Sioux Falls tonight at 7:30 is scheduled start time. At 8 o'clock, it's Brookings and Aberdeen in Aberdeen. And then Sioux Center, Watertown, 8:30 at Watertown. So staggering start times throughout the entire state tonight. We're the first ones to get underway, and the other 3 games will get to start taking place going farther down in the night. The Oahe Caps, this is a game we own, and again, back on December, it was the Caps that led 3-0 over the Rushmore Thunder. Back on Sunday, December 12th, they led 3-0 over Rushmore at the Thunderdome, and Rushmore came storming back, scored the next 5 goals to win it 5-3 over the Oahe Capitals. Since then, the Caps have gone 4-2 with 2 losses to Brookings and wins against Yankton, as well as Sioux Falls 2 and Mitchell. So those wins for the Caps, every point is precious as we get farther in the season. Every point is very precious, but this one here tonight is a big one for the Oahe Caps to get, because they need these 2 points, but also if you could beat Rushmore, then all of a sudden you're saying we could beat anybody in the state, and I think they can. But this is a tall task, and Rushmore also at full strength compared to what they were. They were missing several guys in that last game. They didn't have Duncan Chisholm, Parker Brandon, who are their top unit on the defense, as well as Hunter Walla did not play in that game either. Dawson Worth right now leading the state with 22 goals, but not far behind him is their 8th grader for the Hawaii Capitals, 20 goals on the season for Carter Sanderson. So we got the top 2 goal scorers in the state right now between Dawson Worth and Carter Sanderson tonight. We'll see who wins that matchup. That might be a key to success, is being able to see who gets more goals, or at least more points between the two. Ashton Grease right now, 22 assists. He leads the state's in assists with 22. The top line for the Caps right now, Carter Sanderson, Ashton Grease, and Jaron Beck are all in the top 10 in points scored for individually for the state. But Dawson Worth right now, he's having himself a pretty good season. 22 goals, 14 assists. Alex Petrato with 5 goals, 10 assists, and Hunter Walla with 6 goals and 14 assists. That top line. Hayden Holick's got 12 goals so far for the Rushmore Thunder, and that's what they've been the last couple of years. You go 4 lines deep, and all of a sudden you get guys on the 4th line scoring multiple goals. That's hard to do. It's hard to find a team like that. But for the last couple of years, that's been the Rushmore Thunder, and that's been what they've been able to do and why they are as dangerous as what they are. The Hawaii Caps and Rushmore Thunder coming up here in just a little bit. Puck Drop is for you next. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car. Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Sunday afternoon, the Capitals have another big test as they welcome in the Aberdeen Cougars. This is Sports Director John Winkler. Join me late Sunday afternoon on Capital City Rock as the Hawaii Capitals host Aberdeen. The two teams played to a Caps thrilling overtime win back in early December. Hawaii will look for a season sweep on Sunday. Coverage will begin at 3:40 with puck drop at 4 o'clock. The Hawaii Capitals and Aberdeen Cougars Sunday afternoon hockey on your home for the Hawaii Caps. Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray, foam, or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Hi, this is Kieran Duffy, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, we throw it down to Jason Dotson at the PA for the introduction of our starting lineups.
At one wing, number 10, Hayden Holick. At one defenseman, number 11, Tyson Dunbar. And the goalie, for the Thunder, number 31, Michael Pepe. Thunder coached by Richard Goback, Blake DeVries, Christopher Dietrich, and Robert Bisman. Now make some noise, Capitals fans. Here's your starting lineup. At 1 forward, number 6, Jared Beck. And another forward, number 9, Carter Sanderson. At 1 forward, number 30, Ashton Green. At 1 defenseman, number 21, Corbin Beastrom. At 1 defenseman, number 87, Dre Burke. And the goals for the Capitals, the Knights, number 33, Carter Schultz. Capitals are coached by Kate Nelson, Kent Brown, Ryan Hermanson, and head coach Steve Steele. We also do have some junior Capitals joining us tonight, so we can give them a round of applause. Our first junior Capital is Oscar Birch. He is a right, he is getting his first year playing. His favorite player is Matt Schmitz. His favorite thing about hockey is playing with his friends and his sweet hockey hair. Great job, Oscar. Our second junior Capital is Bodie Hand. He is the first year playing. His favorite players are Trey Burke and Connor Halliday. His favorite thing about hockey is getting goals. Now, please, for the stand and play for the national anthem.
National anthem has been played. We're ready for hockey here this Saturday night. So glad you're with us here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports as we go through those starters again. And for the Rushmore Thunder, for this first game, or for the first line, Zeke Farley will join the second line that they're going to go with. Hayden Holick and Alex Dietrich are that line to start for the Rushmore Thunder. Caleb Merchant and Tyson Dunbar will start on defense. Michael Habby is the goalie for the Rushmore Thunder. For the Oahe Capitals, it is Ashton Grease, Carter Sanderson, Jaron Beck, the top line that's got the most points, right around the most points in the state, as all three of them are inside the top 10 in points. And then we have also Dre Burt, Corbin Beastrom with Carter Scholes in net. We're underway here on this Saturday night as the Caps win the opening faceoff. It's taken, though, by the Rushmore Thunder. That shot went off of the skates of Dre Burt and just wide of the net. And it'll go all the way down. The linesman got ran into by Farley. And then the Farley goes down and behind the net, and the Capitals will take it. That pass comes back for Burt. His shot goes through, and a save is made by Habby right away for the Capitals. Here's Burt with it again. Burt moves in. Backhander over for Beck. Goes off his skates, and out of the zone it goes by the Rushmore Thunder. Then flipped back in by Corbin Beastrom, and behind the nets it will go. Tyson Dunbar, after it's teed up by Habby, will take it. And Habby will play it up the near side boards. Flipped out of the zone by Dietrich, and now moving in is Farley. Zeke Farley gets to the forehand. A shot goes wide off the glove of Scholes, and then it will go out of the zone off of the Thunder, and down it goes to be taken by Duncan Chisholm. He got his stick tied up by Carter Sanderson. Grayson Hunsley holds it in. His shot goes off of a skate and a stick, and it goes up into the netting and falls out of play, and we get our first whistle of the game. 15:57 to go here in the first period. One shot apiece for both teams. No score between the Caps and the Rushmore Thunder. Face-off will be to the right of Habby. As John Lyons wins it, a backhander to the net by Dodson got broken up. On the far side on the wing for Grayson Hunsley, and around it goes to the near side of the corner, taken by the Rushmore Thunder, and a good clearing attempt and nearly on the stick of Dawson Worth. He goes to get into the corner, comes in front, and off the stick in front was Petrado. And then the Caps will ice it as it will go just wide to the right side of Habby. 15:35. A couple of good looks there for the Rushmore Thunder. Just missing was off of the stick of Dawson Worth, and then it just went off the stick of Petrado as well from Worth. So two really good plays there from the Rushmore Thunder, but they couldn't find a shot on target. As John Lyons was another face-off for the Capitals. Burnt around to the far side. Bouncing puck. Dodson will leave it for Wadeen, and Ryan Wadeen will flip it out of the zone. We're going to be taken by Chisholm. Chisholm throws it back in, and we have a whistle on an offside that was caught by Carter Scholes. And so now it'll go all the way down. It'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Capitals, basically like an icing to the Rushmore Thunder. 15:21 left to go here in the first period. One shot apiece for both teams, and the face-off will be to the right of Habby. Michael Habby with two shutouts, a near 900 save percentage, 899. Can't get closer than that one. As Tyson Dunbar wraps it around the boards, goes off the stick and out of the zone, and the Rushmore Thunder in. And it is Dawson Worth. Good stick there by Burt to break it up, and now pass up for Burt, and Burt moves in. Burt is in. His shot goes wide. Might have got a piece of it was Habby. The defenseman got knocked down because the Capitals were trying to toe the line and ended up getting tripped up behind, but there was no penalty because it was all incidental contact. There's a shot through the blue paint that's missed, and then Burt will wide with a shot, and it was redirected, and it goes off the skates of Devin Dodson. Flipped up and into the bench of the Rushmore Thunder, so we get another whistle with 14:42 left to go here in the first period. Face-off will be to the left of Habby this time. And from the near side, Andre Carbonneau will take it. A face-off is won by Carbonneau. Pass goes across for Howard. He winds up, but he fails on the shot after his bouncing him through. And it's cleared away by the Rushmore Thunder. Past Keenan Howard. And now Jaden Floor. Behind the net, he'll take it. And trying to escape the zone. And it will come out off the stick of Floor. Keller Herman goes across ice for Keenan Howard. Howard slows it up at the red line. Dumps it in when he crossed the red line. Chisholm will play it all the way around to the far side, and it will come out of the zone where it'll be Keenan Howard again to take it. Fights off of a stick check, and Andre Carbonneau now will dump it in. And a bouncing puck that took a nice directional right to Habby, who had barely came out of his net to play it. And then a pass deflected off of Ashton Grease, but still taken and moving in is Carter Kirk. And Kirk had his stick lifted. Grease will take it. He gets through two different defensemen. Now Grease will swing wide, gets one to the net, but it goes just wide. Habby looked like he was pretty far out of the position. He was almost squared up with the post when Grease took the shot. Carter Kirk is back in for the Rushmore Thunder inside the offensive end. He gets his stick lifted. A good play from behind the net by Beestrom. Grease gets the puck another time. He's fighting off a couple different guys. Carter Sanderson takes it 2-on-1 with Beck. Over for Beck. He waits. His shot off the post. Nearly made it 1-0. Dre Burns back from his own blue line. Tapped in by Beck and then sticked away by Habby the last second. That was real nonchalant with Ashton Grease right in front. 13:05 left to go here in the first period. And the Caps have hit a post, but no score quite yet. Sanderson takes it away. He'll get behind the net, comes in front. There's a penalty coming up on the Rushmore Thunder. Jaron Beck, his shot, and that's broken up by the stick of number 9, Caleb Merchant. But there is a whistle and a penalty coming up against the Rushmore Thunder, and the Caps will get their first power play. Tyson Dunbar will go to the penalty box. A slash is called against Dunbar with 12:52 to go here in the first period. And a power play for the Hawaii Capitals. And the faceoff was won by Grease. He got it to the slot. A clearing attempt. First one gets blocked down, and then from the blue line, they're able to throw it all the way down and block her down by Carter Scholes. Dre Burt overskated the puck. He's still able to get it over for Hunsley. This will be for Carbonneau. And now here is Carter Sanderson in. And Sanderson swings wide on his off wing from the near side. He gets checked in the boards and then cleared away by the Thunder again. 1:30 left to go here in the first power play for the Capitals. 12:18 left to go in the first period. Pass goes up from Carbonneau to Sanderson, now to Grease, and it's tapped into the zone. Around the boards on the far side again, it will come out of the zone. The Caps, this has been the bugaboo for the Capitals when they are unable to get anything going for a power play as they can't get the entry. Now it's turned over. Chisholm is in. That shot sticked away by Scholes. A good stick by Jaden Floor to disrupt the shot. It's a much softer shot for Scholes to make a save. Howard, he gets nearly toe-picked himself. 50 seconds left to go here in the power play. Chipped high and out of the zone. And back from the Rushmore side, they'll dump it down again. So the Caps' entry has not been good. They've not been able to get in so far and get this power play moving. 40 seconds left to go in the main advantage. Up and out of the zone. And played back again by the Rushmore Thunder. Petrano played it rink wide, and it's taken by the Capitals. Now Howard, good puck movement by the Caps. Off the boards, and a good moving play here by Dotson in. Dotson with a shot, save is made. And the rebound was loose, but it will be cleared by the Thunder all the way down. It's the first shot of the power play. Now Scholes with 10 seconds to go in the power play. Howard flips it up and out of the zone, and now he'll take it back in the neutral zone. He walks into the offensive end. His shot and a hard wrister, and a save made by Habby. We had a whistle with 2 seconds to go on the power play with 10:54 left to go in the first period. Still no score, 4-3 in shots in favor of the Capitals. They have hit a post. Nearly made it 1-0. But it is still just a scoreless game between the Caps and the Thunder. Face-off is won, and then the Thunder end up putting it into their own, behind their own net, into the netting and out of play. So we get another whistle, and the Caps, which is kind of is good for the Capitals because the power play is over. They don't have to worry about the man coming out of the penalty box anymore, so it's back to 5-on-5. They didn't have to back up. The defenseman didn't have to back up at all. It comes to the near side off the face-off that's high up in the air again, knocked down and taken by the Rushmore Thunder. A pass got blocked up by John Lyons, and then from the blue line, it'll be taken here by the Rushmore Thunder and dumped in by Luke Hansen. Burnt from behind his own net, didn't move around, but his pass is deflected, and into the corner it goes, where Zeke Farley. And 4 players will battle for it. John Lyons had it. Chisholm now for the blue line. Save made. The rebound goes to the corner, but there was a couple guys on the doorstep. Now Devin Dotson will take the puck at the blue line and moving all the way into the offensive end. On his off wing, and his backhand shot goes wide. John Lyons will step up, and his pass down for Dotson, trying to tap it along for Hunsley, but it will be cleared away by the Rushmore Thunder, and now back again. Here come the Thunder. And a pass just missing from Hayden Holick as he tried to go to to Zeke Farley. Here is Petrano in. Around here is Dre Burnt. Waits, and now throws it all the way down. And it goes off the post, off the side of the post, so there is no icing. Coach Steele is wanting an icing so they can get a full change. Well, they're going to get one without it being an icing. Here's Keller Herman. Herman to the front of the net, goes off of a skate and goes wide of the net. And now the Rushmore Thunder in transition back the other way. And in is Dawson Worth, 22 goals in the season for Worth. The state high right now. Dietrich. Actually, we'll try it one more time. Merchant, and a shot and save made off of Walla. And Scholes has no rebound there in front, so he gets the whistle. And Dietrich, Petrano, Merchant, they're all good players. And that was Merchant that had the puck, and now so they made a late change, and then they're saying no, and then they said yes, you can. Landon Bartling will take the face-off. He wins it for Chisholm. He plays it across, over, nearly stolen away by Herman. And now the puck comes to Carbonneau off of his skates, and then back in it behind the net by the Thunder. On the near side, Retzer had it, but Chisholm now at the blue line. His shot is blocked, looked like off of a knee of Keenan Howard. Dumped back in by the Rushmore Thunder. Jaden Floor goes across for Howard in front of their own net, and then played out of the zone and knocked down by Carbonneau, where he'll back in off the glass and in. It'll go pretty much the length and all the way in deep into the zone. With 8:30 to go here in the first period, still no score. Caps are being outshot right now 6-5 as the puck pinballs around in the neutral zone. Taken back by the Rushmore Thunder. And a great wide pass goes across for Petrato. Petrato tried to stick handle around, but Carter Sanderson now has it after his disrupted by Jared Beck, and his shot with a save made by Habby. And now Caleb Merchant again. Jaden Floor coming in. Hunter Walla offside on the Rushmore Thunder. With 8:02 left to go, we get a whistle. Hey, might be where I'm standing, might be just a little bit more, but Coach Steele being a little bit extra vocal so far here in this game. Jared Beck off the face-off win. His pass is broken up by Petrato, who just turned and blindly had a stick at the puck. And now taken by the Thunder and in on side, just bouncing over the stick of Worth. Hunter Walla in the corner from the near side boards. It's going to be grabbed by Beestrom. Beestrom on the back end. Good pass for Beck. Still in their zone, but they do exit out, and now Ashton Grease starts to carry it in, but it was sticked away. Nearly a trip on Carter Sanderson, but didn't really get the whole stick around to trip up the Rushmore Thunder player. Here's a laid offside that Dre Burnt will take for the Caps as the Thunder had to tag back up. Burnt throws it over the far side boards and then fully dumped in by Ashton Grease, and around it goes coming to the near side. 7:10 left to go in the first period. Goes back out of the zone where Dre Burnt will take it from his own end. Throws it right back across. Grease touches the puck along into the offensive end before it's thrown right back out high off the glass. It was played by High Stick, but then taken by the Capitals next, so play continues. Carter Sanderson fakes the pass, moves down, throws it towards the side of the net where Grease is over there, but couldn't handle that pass after it was blocked up. And then this is off the stick of Floor as it goes all the way down in a race for it between Walla and Floor. Floor will win the race to it, avoids the check of Walla. And now Floor, his pass goes over for Grease, lays it along for Sanderson. And Sanderson moves in the offensive end. Sanderson with a shot was blocked up, and it goes to the corner. As it came back to the slot, it was grabbed by the Thunder, but then turned back over. Here's Sanderson, swings wide, turns around, the shot save, it was blocked up, so there was no save for Habby. And now man goes down, and a tripping penalty is coming up against the Oahe Capitals. Looks like there's going to be that's going to go to the penalty box. Is it Jaden Floor? It will be. He gets called for the trip. And so the Caps are on their first Hermanson and O'Donnell's penalty kill. And that was one of the keys for Coach Steele in this game, was stay on the penalty box, play as much 5-on-5 as you can. But Floor is in for 2 minutes for tripping with 6:14 to go here in the first period. Hunter Walla will try to win the face-off. From the near side, it comes out, Dawson Worth. Worth moves it into the face-off circle. A shot goes maybe off the side of the goalpost. Maybe it was a blocker saved there by Scholes. Caleb Merchant, he plays it over. And now Dietrich touching it along, back to the near side, plays it all the way across. There's a shot. Scholes got over to make the save, and he covers for the whistle with 5:52 to go here in the first period. That's a good puck movement by the Rushmore Thunder, who play really well in the power play. Rushmore at 30.2%, the Caps at 22.9%. Second in the league is Rushmore on the power play. Brookings is first. Here is Worth with a shot, glove save made by Scholes. The rebound's loose, and the rebound's turned aside by Scholes and then cleared away by the Capitals. Good movement there by Scholes to get back across after he didn't catch it cleanly. Didn't panic and was able to use the edge work properly to make the second save. Back in is Petrato. Petrato waits off the side of the net. It looked like it almost went into the netting, but it was stayed in play. And now here's Worth another time. Worth will play it back to the point. Merchant will walk the line. Moves it across. One-timer chance. Save has made the rebounds loose, but the rebounds cleared away by the Caps. Another time with 56 seconds to go here in the first power play of the game. As man went down and right in front of the Capitals bench. That was Carbonneau. And the bench yelled, but there was no call. Bouncing puck. Hunsley took a swat at it. Missed it. But it's still the Rushmore Thunder from their own blue line. We'll have to carry it back in. 2-on-4 right now. Blocker down by Scholes, and the rebounds swung away by the Caps another time. And then we get a couple guys going down. Hayden Holick looked like he was holding on to one of the Capital sticks, and then there it goes off of a skate and it goes out. Holick swung himself down. It looked like you could say I'm a little biased, but it looked like he was holding the stick of, I believe it was Keller Herman or Barrett Schweitzer, and swung himself down to try and see if maybe he would get a hooking penalty against Schweitzer. 21 seconds to go on the power play. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a bad thought, but it also could have turned into a penalty for holding the stick as well for Holick. So now here is Holick. He brings it in onside, leaves it for Chisholm. Now back for Holick again. Holick pass across, looking for a backdoor feed, looking for Carter Kirk, and Dre Burt with a huge stick to block the pass, and then the Caps are able to clear, and the power play does come to an end. So both teams are 0 for 1 the power play with 4:05 left to go in the first period. And the Rushmore Thunder will ice it with 4:01 left to go here in the first. 11-6 in shots in favor of the Rushmore Thunder. But we are still scoreless here as we get late in the first period. You look at the penalty kill percentage for both these teams. Rushmore's at number 3 with 87.5. The Caps are 5th at 77.8. But both are 100% right now in this game on the penalty kill. Face-off is won by the Rushmore Thunder. Feigning on a clearing attempt was Luke Hansen. Will turn back the other way, but that one got blocked down. A backhander to the net from Devin Dotson. Went just wide. Here's Jaden Floor at the blue line. He couldn't keep it in the zone. Dawson Worth starts to fly in. Chips it to the front of the net. Diving play by Keenan Howard. So there was no shot. He was able to get that bouncing puck on a diving play. Good effort there by Keenan Howard. That is an icing now by the Cavs with 3:34 to go. But that's a heck of a defensive effort there by Keenan Howard to dive and make that play. So there is, and without taking a penalty too. So there is no somewhat of a shorthanded break, or not even a shorthanded break, but no, a short breakaway. 3:34 left to go in the period. There's a shot, and Scholes gets it again. No rebound. With 3:30 now left to go here in the period. A good look there from the Rushmore Thunder. There's another chance from Petrano. He's got the last two, and another save made by Scholes. They've won the last couple face-offs, and Petrano's been able to take both shots. He's got two good looks. But Carter Scholes has been able to stop all 13 against right now. Ashton Grease wins the face-off. Keenan Howard plays it off the boards, but not out of the zone. Played off of Grease, and it's still not cleared by the Capitals. Howard again. Good pass across for Beck. Knocks it down, controls it, and then just barely missing on the pass for Grease. Back into the neutral zone, Hunter Wallop. Wallop will swing wide on his off wing on the far side. That pass is off the skates of Burns and then swung trying to put it through the blue paint was Worth, and then cleared away by the Capitals now. It'll roll all the way down and on his edge. It took a nice little hook right before it got to Habby, and it goes for an icing with 2:55 left to go here in the first period. 13-6 in shots in favor of the in favor of the Thunder. No score between the Hawaii Capitals and Rushmore Thunder. Alex Dietrich and Ashton Grease on the face-off, and it's won by Grease. Burt didn't get all of it as he tried to backhand it around. As Zeke Farley, he gets pinned to the boards by Wadeen. Sanderson tried to chip it out, didn't get all of that one either. It's late in the period, so the ice isn't nearly as fresh. As Burt throws it across, nearly hitting one of the linesmen, but Sanderson now has it in the offensive end. Sanderson gets free, his shot off the glove of Habby. And then it will be just out of the zone by the Capitals, where it was punched back in by Burt. Sanderson was offside. He didn't touch it. Now it'll be icing by the Rushmore Thunder with 2:21 to go here in the first period. Good action here so far in the first period. 13-7 in shots in favor of the Rushmore Thunder. Still no score. But out of the 20 shots that we've had, we've seen a lot of good chances, and the goalies have stood tall to this point. Michael Habby with 9 wins so far, 1.89 goals against average for the Rushmore Thunder. And that one off the faceoff goes just wide from Sanderson. Here's Beck. Puts it back behind the nets. Sanderson was able to fight off of a check. The puck came in front, but the only people there were Rushmore. There's Beck with a nice hand-eye coordination. A bouncing puck, though, is in front. That shot goes just wide. We had Zeke Farley in the paint. That would have been an interesting call if that would have went in the back of the net. Grease is able to poke it away. 2-on-1 here with Sanderson. Grease is in. Grease, he swings wide, his shot, and it goes off the blocker of Habby, and it just bounces just wide. And then there's another penalty coming up. Duncan Chisholm will take it, as it should be an interference. No, roughing is called on Chisholm. That could have been interference as well, because Sanderson never got a chance to play the puck. But a rough is called on Duncan Chisholm with 1:46 left to go here in the first period. And so the second power play for the Capitals. Chisholm and Dunbar each with a penalty so far. That one off of Keenan Howard up high. He keeps it in the zone. That pass goes off the linesman then. And a bouncing puck is out of the zone. Jaden Floor from the blue line. He's able to step in front of Worth, but Worth was still able to get a piece of it, where now John Lyons will take it. And Lyons will wait. And a pass goes and just missing for the Capitals over on the far side. That was Grayson Hunsley. The second unit out right now. Howard able to get a glove down to it. Swings his stick as he fell to his bottom to make the play and get the puck out of the zone. Otherwise, it could have been there was a high stick against the Caps. It will be touched by Howard. It was knocked down by Floor, and then Howard touched it up. So that way there was no 2-on-1 going for the Rushmore Thunder shorthanded. Just a plate by high stick, not a high sticking penalty. 1 minute to go, exactly 1 minute to go here in the first period. 1:15 left in the man advantage for the Caps, their second of the game. Still looking for our first goal of the contest. Burnt after the face-off win. He'll pick up speed moving into the neutral zone. On the far wing, he moves in. Lays it back over for Beck. His shot and a save made by Habby. That got through. Clearing attempt, fanned on because it was a stick lift of Ashton Grease. His shot goes wide of the net. And around the boards it will come and out of the zone with 37 seconds left to go. Carter Scholes comes out of his net to play the puck up. And now the Caps can go 3-on-2 in the zone. That pass for Burt. He tried to stick handle around. Back with a shot. Save is made. The rebound is loose. Anderson trying to tap it in. And Habby was able to cover for the whistle. And Sanderson just couldn't quite get that first one in. So we get a whistle with 24.8 left to go here in the first period. And it will be a face-off to the left of Habby. And it will be taken by the Thunder. 20 seconds left to go. Not cleared out. Dre Burt trying to hold the line, but it was the second effort of Walla to get it out of the zone. Keenan Howard plays it over. Good stick there by Sanderson as Grease goes over for Beck. Beck sliding down to a knee. He still has it with 7 seconds to go. Pass goes over for Howard, and it will come out of the zone. Burt with 4 seconds to go, as the Caps will not be able to get out of the zone in time anyway, and that will end the first period. So no score between the Caps and the Rushmore Thunder. It was 13 attended shots in favor of the Rushmore Thunder in that first period, as we'll talk here with Coach Steve Steele, or maybe Brian Hermanson, as the Caps right now, it is a 0-0 tie going into the second period. Coach, first period, good play between both teams. It's a good hockey game so far. 13 attended shots. Right now you're down, but 0-0, and you got 14 seconds left to the power play. Are you happy with how the first period played out?
Yeah, we wanted to start fast. We felt like we were moving our feet very well that period. The shots are right there. I mean, they had a couple more. They had some good chances on that power play. We did a good job taking away that back door. That's what they really want to get to on the power play there, is working the one side, having everybody's eyes shift, and then getting it back to the back side there. But the guys did a good job, had a couple good sticks there, blocked some good shots. And we're shooting the puck pretty well. We're a little bit off target, but I think that you can definitely see that our shots, we beat the goalie 3 times and just haven't gotten them quite in. We're just off the post and just wide. So our shot selection's been very good. We just got to just hone them in just a little bit more.
There's that pass that went across, and Scholes made the save. It's hard to do. I mean, you see those passes make in the NHL, and sometimes the goalie gets over, makes the save. Sometimes they don't, because it doesn't happen very often in high school hockey because it's just so hard to get done. They got that to happen. They got a good shot away, but Scholes was square away. I mean, he's looked very much on point in this first period.
He has, and like I said, we talked about preparation, in the pregame interview, and you're really seeing that come out just in one period of play so far. Wanting to get a couple extra whistles, slow the pace of the game down a little bit, but at the same time understanding there at the end, hey, I got to go play this puck. That's not Carter's forte, but he did a great job getting there and actually made a heck of a stretch pass, got us to an odd man rush. So he's doing great back there. We just got to keep going. And
the effort by Keenan Howard in that play to make that diving play, because one, it can be easy to take a penalty with it too, but he played it as clean as you possibly can, and that diving play and the good defensive effort kind of taking the senior leadership to a good approach there and not giving up on a play.
Yeah, our legs have been really, really churning today. It's been really good to see a lot of guys on the back check. Just a heck of a play by Keenan. He's probably got 2 or 3 block shots as well. He's just doing a really good job back there to start this game. And, like I said, that's one down. We got to go to the next one and find a way to win the second.
Yeah, so now going into the second and third, what kind of adjustments do you make, if you make any?
The big thing, they have gotten some guys behind us. They're when they rotate sides in their defensive zone, they leak that backside guy out. They've had him a couple times, and those are some of the situations we've had to back check. But we don't want to put ourselves in those situations. It's a lot easier to just stop it before they get going. And then, like I said, we've got the other thing I think we can do in the offensive zone is we've got to get a little bit more traffic, kind of in the slot area. I think we're really setting up wide like we had done against Brookings a couple weeks ago. That wasn't our plan coming into today. So, we've got to get a little bit more on plan, I think, in the offensive zone.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck in the second and third period.
Thanks, John.
Head coach Steve Steele of the Oahe Capitals. Again, they are tied 0-0 at the end of the first period. Looking for that first tally as we go into the second. The Caps will have 14 seconds of a power play going in to the second period. We will step aside. When we return, we'll have our first intermission report. We'll see if there's any score updates to give you. I don't think there is. There won't be quite yet, but we'll tell you about the games across the state going on here in just a little bit. Back with our first intermission report. After this, you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics. 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Tuesday night, the Solid Beach Charger boys start a busy week on the road, and Country 95.3 FM will follow. The Chargers will be in Fort Pierre to take on the high-scoring veteran Stanley County Buffaloes. Tip-off is scheduled for 7:45 with a 7:30 p.m. pregame. The Solid Beach Chargers and Stanley County Buffaloes. Boys basketball action Tuesday night on your home for Charger sports. Country 95.3 FM, PureCountry.com, and on YouTube at Country 95.3 FM Sports. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Steve Steele, the head coach for the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
As we welcome you back and into our first intermission reports, as the Oahe Capitals and Rushmore Thunder are scoreless at the end of the first period. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt. As no score between the two, 13-10 in shots in favor of the Rushmore Thunder in that first period, as it was 13 saves for Carter Scholes, 10 saves for Michael Habby. The Caps are on their second power play right now. They'll have 14 seconds left of the second power play after we start this second period. But right now the Caps they're playing well, and Coach Steve Steele talked about it. They're playing well at this point, and this is where they want to be. You want to, if you're not going to win a period, you want to play tied, especially right now, especially that first period. You want to play tied in that first period, as the Caps right now, with being outshot 13-10, they need, I wouldn't say they need a goal in that second period, but it would be good to get that second period win and maybe go up 1-0 or potentially 2-0. The Caps looking for that 9th win. The Rushmore Thunder looking for win number 12. They're the only undefeated team left in the state of South Dakota, and they did it with beating Brookings twice last week, 4-3 in overtime and 4-3 in regulation. The Rangers will play tonight as they take on the Aberdeen Cougars. That's scheduled for an 8 o'clock start. We'll talk about the games across the state. There's actually just boys games going on today and tomorrow. There are no girls games until next Friday. The Hawaii Lady Capitals lost last night to Aberdeen. They lost 7-2 after having that 1-0 lead. Then the defending state champions took over, scored the next 5 to lead 5-1 before the Caps made it 5-2, and then ultimately 7-2, the final score in that one, as the Caps, Lady Caps fell to the Aberdeen Cougars. We'll step aside. We'll tell you about the scores across the state here as our first intermission report continues. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierce.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Assistant Captain Jaden Floor, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back as the Hawaii Capitals and Rushmore Thunder have hit the first intermission, and it is 0-0 right now. The 13 attendant shots in favor of the Rushmore Thunder. The other games going on across the states have not started quite yet. Won't start for another 26 minutes whenever Sioux Falls 2 takes on Mitchell from Sioux Falls. That's a 7:30 start time, so more like 25 minutes away from that one. But then it will be Brookings and Aberdeen at 8 o'clock starting out in Aberdeen. Aberdeen will be here tomorrow evening, 4 o'clock, I guess this afternoon, going into the evening. 4 o'clock start for that one. And then the Sioux Center Storm will be in Watertown tonight, 8:30 scheduled for that one. So their JV just getting underway not too long ago, and their varsity will be taking place at 8:30 tonight from Watertown. Well, Caps and Thunder looking for that first goal. The Caps will have 14 seconds of a power play to start the second period. And we have the second period for you coming up next. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Sunday afternoon, the Capitals have another big test as they welcome in the Aberdeen Cougars. This is Sports Director John Winkler. Join me late Sunday afternoon on Capital City Rock as the Hawaii Capitals host Aberdeen. The two teams played to a Caps thrilling overtime win back in early December. Hawaii will look for a season sweep on Sunday. Coverage will begin at 3:40 with puck drop at 4 o'clock. The Hawaii Capitals and Aberdeen Cougars Sunday afternoon hockey on your home for the Hawaii Caps, Capital City Rock, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hi, this is Dre Byrne, assistant captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, both teams are making their way back out onto the ice, and we are just about set for the start of the second period. Over on KCCR right now, and of course we want you to turn it there, but not until after this game is over with, of course. We have the football second round, the divisional playoff round going on right now, as the Cincinnati Bengals won the first game on the Tennessee Titans to move the AFC Championship. And the Packers and 49ers either about set for kickoff or right at kickoff here between those two to determine the first team in the NFC Championship game next Sunday, which of course we'll have all playoff games for you on KCCR like we do every year. All playoff games can be heard on 1240 AM and 98.9 FM on KCCR. Here on Capital City Rock, second period just about set to begin. Caps are going to left. The Rushmore Thunder from left to right. 14 seconds of power play time for the Capitals as they win the opening faceoff. And we are underway here in the second period. The Caps, though, will ice it 7 seconds in, 16:53 to go. There we go. Left in the second period. And 8 seconds are still left on the board for the Caps' second power play, and that pretty much does it. I don't think they might be able to go down the ice in 8 seconds to get a shot, but will most likely go 0-2 on the power play. There's a shot that was redirected and goes just wide. Beck plays it high off the glass, a bouncing puck. Good hand-eye coordination there from Hayden Holick as he was able to keep that puck from going past him and moving into the zone. That one comes all the way around the far side of the blue line, held in. There's a big check on John Lyons, and back the other way goes, Corbin Beestrom. And back the other way, Sanderson swipes the puck and swipes it on net, and Carter Schultz makes a save on his teammate. 16:20 to go, and it will go all the way down for an icing. And Carter Sanderson might need to, he taps his chest. He might, I know he's in 8th grade, but he might have to go buy Carter Schultz a meal after that one. He might owe him one. Usually you don't like to make saves on your teammate during a game. Practice one thing, game's another one. But it was a save made by Carter Schultz, and the Caps off the icing will win the faceoff and clear it out of their own end before it's dumped back in by the Thunder. Easter a pass for Lyons, missing him, and from the near side it's grabbed by the Rushmore Thunder. But another good play by the Caps and Devin Dodson, along with Grayson Hunsley over there with support. But Duncan Chisholm's able to hold the zone. Chisholm had his pocket picked. Pass goes across off the tape of John Lyons, dumped in off the stick of Lyons. Abby will tee it up behind the net. Lyons got to it, comes in front. Floor winds up, fans on it, but he comes right back to him, and then it was redirected off of Lyons and then just off the stick of Dodson after it had a wide open cage, but he couldn't settle it down. Comes out of the zone. Jaden Floor will dump it back in, and around it goes as the Caps will tag back up with 15:24 to go here in the first period. Petrato gets pushed into the boards, and as those two will fall, and it'll come around, and Dawson Worth now. Worth will move into the offensive end. Avoids the stick lift. Save made by Scholes off the glove side. Going against the grain was Worth, and Scholes made the save with 15:09 to go here in the second period. 15-10 in shots now in favor of the Rushmore Thunder. Face off to the right of Scholes. And it's won by the Caps. Keenan Howard up and out of the zone. And there's a shot that was from the blue line. It was held in by Rushmore. That was knocked down with a stick of Floor. It was right on this tape. But now back the other way comes Caleb Merchant. And Merchant walks it in, the defenseman. A shot off of Jaden Floor and into the netting, out of play with a whistle with 14:52 to go here in the second period. Again, the Caps will play tomorrow evening, late afternoon at 4 o'clock. Coverage will start around 3:40. Of course, it could be backed up just a little bit, but that's the scheduled puck drop time. Off the face-off win, that's redirected and it's wide off of a stick in front as that came from Merchant another time. Tyson Dunbar pinches in. He gets the puck. Backhander to the net. Save is made by Scholes. And no rebound from Scholes. They get the whistle. 14:37 left to go here in the second period. Top line goes back out for the Oahe Capitals. Everybody's in the midst of a bunch of changes here. Fresh bodies on the ice for everybody. Alex Dietrich and Ashton Grease on the face-off. Won by Grease. Wadeen off the glass, around the boards on that curved glass near the Zamboni doors. And now Carter Sanderson picks it up on net. A save made by Habby. It's back in front after it was a fluttering puck, and then back to the front of the net it goes again. And a couple of Rushmore Thunderers trying to play goalie as well for Habby. And it comes back to the near side corner. Jaron Beck gets shoved into the boards from Chisholm. It's underneath Chisholm. And then Beck takes a little bit of a whack from Chisholm. But the Rushmore Thunder are able to get it and flip it into the offensive end. Around it goes Dre Burnt. And Burnt flips it. Played down by Ryan Wadeen. A shot from Dietrich goes off of a bad angle, off the pads of Scholes. Grease takes the puck in the neutral zone. He carries in the offensive end, pushes it into the corner so he can get it deep. And around it goes and comes back to the blue line. Burnt waits. His shot gets blocked. Back for Grease, backhander to the net, but no one there for the Capitals. And a quick exit out. Zeke Farley's going to race after it with Dre Burnt. He's going to pick it up, but Burnt's able to push him off the puck, and Farley goes into the boards. but Burton just used his body and used the leverage to just eliminate him from the puck. And then Farley fell down because of not the extra push, but the strength of Dre Burt. And it went down for Carter Scholes to pick up for a whistle with 13:24 to go here in the second period. Off the face-off win, into the corner it goes as 4 players will battle for it. Keenan Howard leaves it. Carbonneau will take it. As it goes out, that was Grayson Hunsley. It came out. Devin Dotson is in. Good stick there by Dotson, breaking up the pass attempt, but it still does go for the Thunder. And then just over the top of John Lyons, who he fell down. Johnson Worth got tripped up by him. It was an accident, but we play on as the Rushmore Thunder will dump it in. Jaden Floor. He'll play it on the far boards. And back to Floor. And now Floor is able to escape the zone right on the tape of Hunsley. Hunsley winds up for the blue line. A save made by Habby. And the Thunder off the near side boards and out. Petrano had his stick eliminated. The Caps are in the midst of a change. Carbonneau, Schweitzer, and Herman are all on the ice. As that one goes for Petrano. And Alex Petrano is in. A backhand to the net. Another chance from Dawson Worth, who stopped the initial shot himself and tried to backhander that went high and wide over Scholes. Comes in front, and Scholes made the save. Did it go in? No, it went in the netting. Did Carter Scholes make the save? He flung around, and I believe it went in the netting. That's why we get the whistle. But there wasn't a whole lot of reaction. It looked like Scholes, the old school, just laying down and turning himself over to try and make the save. Here from the blue line, Chisholm dusts it off, and the shot was blocked up. Pass here for Schweitzer. Barrett Schweitzer is in. He waits to the front of the nets, and swinging at it was Herman. And then a penalty. Is it going to be against Rushmore? Is it going to be against? It's a hook. Yep, it's going to be against Rushmore. And then an extra penalty is coming to Duncan Chisholm. So if that's going to be Chisholm's third penalty. So he's going to be done for the rest of the game. And so Duncan Chisholm to the penalty box. But that's going to be, if that's 2 penalties for him, that's 3, and Chisholm is out. Yeah, so Chisholm, he's done for the rest of the game. So Chisholm, he gets called for a hook, and then a 10-minute misconduct penalty, or not sportsmanlike penalty with it. So with 11:52 to go here in the second period, it's going to be the Caps' third power play, but it's also going to be one less player here for the Rushmore Thunder. And one of their top defensemen, he's got 7 goals and 5 assists to Duncan Chisholm, but now he is out. Or is it going to be a 4-minute power play here? Yeah, it's a 4-minute power play, so the Caps, it's their third and technically 4th power play now. And so this is a huge opportunity for the Capitals. They can score twice. As long as they score the first one within the first 2 minutes, they get another fresh 2 minutes to try and score another power play goal. They're 0 for 2 so far in the game. Face-off was won by Grease, but it was played by the Rushmore Thunder. He looked like he maybe blew a tire trying to get to the back of the net to play it. Here's now Dre Burt. As the Caps have 3:45 left here on the power play. As Ashton Grease is in. His shot is blocked up. Grease now behind the net, fights off a check. Grease comes and tries to come in front, could not. And then beating it, and the man is Will Simmons. And then he is taking Carter Sanderson, though, is going to get a penalty for interference. Carter Sanderson gets an interference penalty. I am not entirely sure what Sanderson could have done differently, because he eliminated him when he has the puck. I don't know if you can really interfere him with the puck, and unless they say that he lost the puck and then Sanderson cut in front of it, that's a curious call to go against Sanderson for interference with 11:19 left to go here in the second period. So it's there'll be a minute 27 left on the power play for the Caps, unless there's other penalties that will happen. There'll be a minute 27 still left here for the Caps, but Sanderson's in the penalty box for an interference. I said that's a curious one against, because Simmons had the puck, and Sanderson was able to cut him off the puck. But it's still going to be 4-on-4. 11:19 left to go here in the second period. And the Caps will have 4-on-4 for 2 minutes and then get a minute 27 of power play time after that. Burt did a nice move around Tyson Dunbar, but he blew a tire, so Caleb Merchant will take the puck now. And Merchant moves into the offensive end. And all the way in the boards it goes. Burton was able to eliminate him. Then as he fell, he took the net off the moorings. So we get a whistle here with 11 minutes exactly to go here in the second period. 1:41 left to go in 4-on-4 play. And a minute 27 will be coming after that of a power play for the Capitals. 18-12 in shots in favor of the Rushmore Thunder. We're still looking for our first goal of the game. Still 0-0. The faceoff is won by the Capitals. His first goal of the game is going to be a big one for either team to get. Hunter Walla able to stick lift. The pass comes in front for Worth, but he could not find the handle to it. It was in his skates the whole time. Now Dre Burt steps up. Burt moves from his backhand to his forehand, comes in front, and then a backhand shot is just wide of the net. Burt will make his way to the bench. Jaden Floor will step on. The 2-on-1, though, the other way for the Thunder. A shot, a save made by Scholes, still with the Thunder, and they score. As Scholes could not find his way back to around to the other side of the post. And a goal is scored, the first of the game, and it is Dawson Worth that will get it. With 10:29 left to go here in the second period, 4-on-4. Dawson Worth gets his 23rd of the season. And there's that first goal of the game. That was a big one. It was going to be for either side. It was going to be a big one. And it was the Rushmore Thunder that got it. So off the face-off, Carbonneau, couldn't get his stick over to the puck. It'll be played around where Jaden Floor, unassisted goal for Dawson Worth. Pass goes over, and now here is Carbonneau for Dotson. And Dotson, 4-on-4. Both guys get upended. They all both go to the boards, hard into the boards. Carbonneau trying to find the puck, and now it'll be Hayden Holick, and a good stick there from Keenan Howard. At the red line, Floor tried to dump it in, but it will be Dotson that will eventually dump it in. 35 left to go on the 4-on-4 before a minute 27 seconds of power play for the Caps. Here is Holick, lost the puck, and then two Capitals run into each other. Dotson and Howard both run into each other. Holick with a shot, save is made by Scholes, and now with 20 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4, and 9:39 left to go here in the period. We'll see if the Caps, and they're sending, and Sanderson's part of that top line power play. And it looks like they're going to send that 4-on-4 unit out that Sanderson can just step on the ice and become part of the power play, which will be a minute and 27 seconds worth of a power play, unless there's another penalty in that next 15 seconds. Here is the Rushmore Thunder at the blue line. Pass for Farley, misses him, and now Grease with 6 seconds to go on 4-on-4. Grease moving in, trying to swing wide. He gets chopped down. A penalty's coming up again to the Rushmore Thunder. They flip it out, and it will be a 5-on-3 penalty now here for a 5-on-3 power play for the Capitals for a minute and 27 seconds, right as the penalty expired. And in the penalty box is going to be Will Simmons. So Simmons is going to go. He gets called for a trip. 9:19 left to go here in the second period. And the Caps, who are 0 for 3 right now on their 4th and 5th power play, minute 27 seconds. That's a long time for a 5-on-3. And this is a spot that you feel that you got to score on. Dawson Worth came out of the ice trying to make it 5-on-4, but it will be won by the Rushmore Thunder. Trying to clear it out. Bouncing puck. It is out of the zone. Burnt races after it. He gets to it and throws it off the boards. Grease, fan on the pass attempts. 1:13 left to go here in the 5-on-3. Leaves it back for Beck. His shot goes high, but it's played that back by the Capitals. Here is Carbonneau, a pass across for Beck from the far side. Beck waits, Lays it back for Burt. He'll walk the line, throws it over for Sanderson. Sanderson with a shot, goes high. Burt racing after it, not going to get to it before it comes out of the zone. And now Carter Sanderson and Jaron Beck will switch over. Boy, this is very, very quiet. It's almost like they're trying to run a football play here. Here's Ashton Grease, winds up with a shot, and it's blocked up. Comes back to the blue line, comes out of the zone. 35 seconds left to go here in the 5-on-3. Grease is back in. Grease moves it to the near the goal line. Sanderson over for Burt. In, shot save, rebound is still loose. It comes over here to the near side. Carbonell will try and play it out for Burt, but it's going to be taken by Worth, and now he's going to break away. 5-on-3, Dawson Worth, and he scores another time. 5 is a 5-on-3. There is 4 guys on the ice right now, but maybe a man was stepping on the ice and they let him go back off, but Worth has got his second of the game. Short-handed 5-on-3 against with 8:06 to go, and Rushmore now up 2-0. So here the Capitals now down by 2. This was a golden opportunity for the Cavs, but instead it went the other way for the Rushmore Thunder. So as it's still 5-on-4 now for another 34 seconds, Grayson Hunsley plays it over for Howard. As Howard comes in, he starts to swing it in, comes in front, backhander, he scores! Howard gets the pass from Hunsley, and he brings it all the way in and roofs it right over the top of Habby. And Keenan Howard makes it 2-1, his 7th of the season. And it is right back to a 1-goal game. The Cavs are now 1 for 5 in the power play. 7:44 to go here in the second period. And the patience for the Caps and the patience from Howard paid off on that one and make it 2-1. That's a big goal to make it a 1-goal game. Pass goes over for Farley as they got it back in the zone to the Rushmore Thunder. Back to Tyson Dunbar. Dunbar's pass, that's a bouncing puck taken by Floor. He stick handles around one man, knocks down another, and a pass goes over across. And from the blue line, the shot goes just wide from Dodson. Goes back to the blue line. Howard lost the puck as he tried to punch it in, and now Dietrich is in looking for a breakaway. That shot is missed, maybe off the blocker of Scholes. Chipped out of the zone, not going to go far enough for an icing as it has to be played by Caleb Merchant. He leaves it in front of the net, nearly lost the puck. He might have fanned on it. Either that or he lost just the handle of it. And now Devin Dodson, as the Caps will make a change, get the Schweitzer, Herman, and Carbonell line out. As it's out of the zone, here is now Burt from his own blue line. 6:45 to go. 2-1 is their score. In is Schweitzer. He's got all alone. Schweitzer is in. That one is off the glove of Habby. Nearly tied it up. Back for Burt's. Burt at the blue line. He lost the puck and now will be taken 2-on-1 coming in. Wirth's got 2 already. His shot is blocked up. Around it goes as Hunter Walla will try and play it back, and it will come out. And that one played off of Alex Petrano. Could have been too many men on the ice for the Rushmore Thunder. That's what Coach Steele is looking for. And Tyson Dunbar back for Hunter Walla. Off the linesman, but it was in the zone. And then Walla took a swat at it and maybe hit the skates of the linesman as well. Pushed in the boards. Behind the net, comes in front, Petrano, backhander, trying to go short side on Scholes, but he had that post hugged, and then a pass through the blue paint. That misses, and now Schweitzer overskated the puck, so it's still in here for the Rushmore Thunder. Petrano at the blue line. His shot got all the way through, and Carter Scholes took it to the chest and the stomach and held on with no rebound. 5:45 left to go here in the second period. 23-16 in shots for the Rushmore Thunder. They lead it 2-1 right now. Alex Dietrich and Ashton Grease on the faceoff. That one was shot by Dietrich after the Caps had the faceoff one, but now a pass taken by Burt, trying to play it up ahead for Carter Sanderson, but it was broken up, intercepted, and back into their own end as the Caps will play it from their own end. Good pass all the way across for Sanderson, right onto his tape. Sanderson is in, his pass off of a stick, and it goes off the top of the boards, but he hangs in play as now Dunbar turns it over. Grease trying to wrap it around. Habby wasn't ready for it. His did not get down to try and make the play. That one tried to be chipped out off the chest of Burt. Now Grease a pass over for Sanderson. Fans on the first shot attempt. A second shot, save is made, and the rebound is covered up by Habby. Sanderson saying, I did that on purpose. Trying to get everybody fooled. I think he might have fooled himself a little bit, but with 5:01 left to go, Caps will have an offensive zone face-off. Still here in the second period, 23-18 in shots. 2-1 for Rushmore as they lead in both the shots and goals category. The one that matters the most, the goals. Dawson Worth's got both of them. Keenan Howard's got the one for the Caps. Face-off is won by Rushmore. Bouncing puck gets out of the zone. Now another 2-on-1, 3-on-1 for the Rushmore Thunder. Howard fell down. Pass goes across, but it misses everybody. Still with the Rushmore Thunder in their zone. Petrano has the puck, throws it across. Good play. The shot goes off the goalpost. Comes back in front. Here's another chance. That shot is blocked up. That was from Ryan Laughlin. And still the Rushmore Thunder have the puck in the zone. That was high off the glass from Merchant. And it will finally come out before the Thunder push it back in. They get a tag back up. And now Keenan Howard wraps it around to the far side. And Jaron Beck taps it along now the zone. Ashton Grease had it. No trip is called as Grease had the stick down by Worth. Worth went down, but referee's arms also stayed down. And around it comes for Tyson Dunbar. Flipped up. Carter Sanderson. Fans on a shot. Might have had his stick lifted in the last second. Now here's Hunter Walla back in the offensive end for the Rushmore Thunder. He got that shot through a couple of legs, and it went all the way through for Scholes to make another save. Dunbar at the line holds it in, but then fired all the way down by the Capitals, and it goes out of play. And whether it's, I think it's going to be an offensive zone face-off of the Rushmore Thunder, and it will be. And trying to see if they can get into the neutral zone, see if it was tipped, but it will be played that it wasn't. So an offensive zone face-off here for the Rushmore Thunder. Pass across for Dunbar. His shot misses by several feet. Pinching in, it was Luke Hansen, but could not. High stick by the Thunder, but played back by the Capitals first. And now, as one of the Rushmore Thunder's players stepped in front of Grayson Hunsley, as Bartling. Hunsley fell down, Bartling fell down. But now John Lyons will flip it back in. Lyons, that's a delayed offside, just came out of the zone. Caps will tag back up. And with a lot of room, nearly turning it over was Hansen as he lost the handle of the puck. It does come out of the zone. And then there's a penalty coming up again on Rushmore as John Lyons, his pass goes across for Burns. And now it will be Hansen that will touch it up, and we get another penalty, and the Caps will go to their sixth power play now. And so we'll see who it is that's going to go. I believe it's Hansen. Luke Hansen. A 2-minute penalty for a rough. And the Caps have another opportunity to tie it up. They're 1 for 5 in the power play right now. 3:04 left to go here in the period. And here's Ashton Grease winning the faceoff. Sanderson, a pass over for Carbonneau. Trying to get it back over for Sanderson to the blue line off the knee of Burnt, but is taken out of the zone as going the other way was Caleb Suflo as he gets an opportunity to be on the penalty kill right now. Here is Dre Burnt. And Burnt, a good pass across for Sanderson. Now here's Grease, and Grease moves it in. And it was played by Caleb Merchant, and then swung out of the zone. Coach Steele wants to slow down a little bit, take the time here on the power play. That pass for Carbonneau was broken up, looking for Jaron Beck, and then cleared away by the Rushmore Thunder. 2:20 left to go here in the second period. 1:13 left to go on the power play. Dre Burnt near the Zamboni doors on the far side. Keeps the puck away from Suflo. From Farley, and now Worth back in, shorthanded chance. That shot misses. It'll come out to the blue line, but held in by Dunbar. Another chance, a bouncing puck is saved by Carter Scholes off the pass. Now here's Grease. Plays it softly off the boards for Sanderson. 2-on-2 in the zone on the power play. Sanderson starts to swing wide. His shot and a save made. The rebound is loose off the glove of Grease. It'll come all the way out. And then Keenan Howard is back in the zone. As it be played down, knocked down. Off the glove. Not cleared out by the Rushmore Thunder. There's a shot that misses. 27 seconds left to go. Sanderson with a shot. That one is blocked up. Back to Sanderson. Another chance. A glove save. And that was a headhunter for Habby. I don't know how he saw it. And Habby might be looking back like, how in the world did that happen? And Habby was able to get the glove on it. 21 seconds left to go here in the power play. 1:24 left to go in the second period. John Lyons. That one is won by the Rushmore Thunder. Devin Dotson back behind the net and cleared away by the Rushmore Thunder. Here is Howard with 8 seconds to go on the power play. It's broken up. Dietrich. He gets knocked off the puck. Power play comes to an end, but the Caps still with it. 2-on-2 in the zone. There's a shot knocked down with a glove. The rebound is loose. Husley couldn't get a stick to it, and the Rushmore Thunder will ice it with 54 seconds left to go, 53.8 seconds left to go here in the second period. 26-22 in shots in favor of the Rushmore Thunder. Still 2-1 is our score, with Rushmore leading. Dawson Worth scored the first of the game with 10:29 left, and then his second one was shorthanded, 5-on-3 against, and Worth was able to make it 2-0. And with 50 seconds left, the Rushmore Thunder win the faceoff from their own end, and they'll get it out of the zone as Carter Kirk gets it across over for Dietrich. And around Holick, a backhander to the front of the net. Dietrich just put it wide. Not cleared out, held in. Hansen fakes the shot. Turned it over, though. As now back the other way go the Capitals. Devin Dotson did a good job of breaking up that chance, and then just beyond the red line, the Caps will ice it with 28.6 left to go here in the second period. It's been an exciting period. Once again, this has been an exciting game through the near first 34 minutes of this one, with another big 17 minutes looming. The Caps down 2-1 right now with 28.6 left to go here in the second period. This is a big last 20 seconds. There's a shot that got through. The save is made. The rebound is just pushed wide. Juggled off of a stick for the Thunder. Back to Merchant. Lost the puck with 16 to go as it came out of the zone. He will be able to throw it back in. 12 seconds left to go. Bouncing puck that'll be taken by the Caps but not cleared out. Blocked down by Keenan Howard with 6 seconds left to go. Worth gets run into by Sanderson. Now here is Sanderson with 2 seconds to go. There's a shot. It goes high up. It goes out of play. And as time expired, it hit the posters up there for all the Hawaii Capitals players after it was well stick there by Habby. And it's now 2-1 going in to the second intermission. We'll talk here with Coach Steve Steele once again as the Caps down by just one going into the third period. As well, Coach, the first two periods now, you didn't win the second period, but that goal, that power play goal by Keenan Howard to get you back 2-1 has put yourself in a good position to at least try and outscore them by one and win that third period.
Yeah, I mean, we're in it. We're one shot away. That's obviously an important thing. It was important to get that next goal after we went down 2-0 there. But again, very good period. I think we're playing a very clean game. We're doing a lot of good things out there. I just had a couple lapses. Honestly, I'd almost prefer to play the rest of this game 5-on-5. Yeah,
you're 1 for 6 in the power play, so that's not a great percentage, but if you're not going to play 5-on-5, you'd rather it be right there. You'd rather be, but and that's the thing is, when you guys have looked good on the power play, but at times you still struggle with that entry a little bit.
Yeah, and we're not being very patient. That's the big thing is everyone's kind of getting in there and wanting to shoot on the rush, before we are able to get there and set up and move the puck around, and that's just not what our power play is built for. So I mean that's going to be what we've got to really focus on going in. But all in all, we're one shot away. Where it's a really good game. We're right where we need to be.
Yeah, Howard's goal. He was patient on that one. Was able to get to and roof it on the back end. Well, his stick ability, his ability to play the puck on the stick is phenomenal.
It is. I mean, it's a lot of fun to watch. You can see how much time he puts in the offseason because that's not something you can do if that stick's not really an extension of your body, and it definitely is for him, all the time, but especially tonight.
So now going into the third period, again, down by just one shot. What's the adjustment going in to make sure that you, again, at least outscore them by one, if not more, in that third period?
I think that period we didn't shoot as much as we should have. I think when we were, it was, not great ones. So I think our shot selection kind of suffered a little bit in the second period there from the first period where I thought it was very good. And we still need more traffic in front of the net. We had a lot of opportunities there. where the puck was just kind of sitting out there in the open area, and we didn't have anyone to put it home.
As a fan of hockey, I know it's a little bit more stressful on the bench right now, but this has been a fun hockey game. These are two really good teams playing some pretty good hockey tonight.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's a lot of fun to be a part of.
Coach, good luck in the third period. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks, John.
As head coach Steve Steele of the Oahe Capitals, again, they are down 2-1 as we head to the third period. And the Caps, again, just one shot away from tying this up at any point in that third period, but that next goal is going to be a big one. Either be down by 2 or tied at 2-2. We'll step aside. We'll come back and have that second intermission report for you next. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Thursday, the Solid Butte Charger girls and boys basketball teams head east for doubleheader action here on Country 95.3 FM. This is DT Meyer. The Chargers will travel to Tulare to take on the Hitchcock-Tulare Patriots. The girls will go first with a 6 o'clock tip-off with the boys' game to follow. The Solid Butte Chargers and Hitchcock-Tulare Patriots basketball doubleheader action Thursday night on your home for Charger sports, Country 95.3 FM, PeerCountry.com, and on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Ashton Grease, captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here to the Expo Center, 27-23 in shots for the Rushmore Thunder, a 2-1 lead for the Rushmore Thunder as we are getting set for the third period, and we welcome you into our second intermission report. As we go through the totals, Dawson Worth got the first goal of the game, 4-on-4, at 10:29 left to go in the period. An unassisted goal to make it 1-0. That was his 23rd goal of the season. And then with 8:06 left to go and down on the penalty kill, 5-on-3, Dawson Worth got his second of the game to make it 2-0. His now 24th of the season. But Keenan Howard, the power play goal at 7:44 left to go. That was part of a 5-on-4 at that point. Howard got the pass from Grayson Hunsley, and it made it 2-1. And Howard got his 7th goal of the season to pull the Caps within one shot, as they are being outshot 27-23 right now in the game, but down just 2-1 on the scoreboard. So far, the Caps are 1 for 6 in the power play. The Rushmore Thunder are 0 for 1 on the power play. Duncan Chisholm has been disqualified. I don't want to say ejected. Ejected sounds like he really, he kind of is ejected, but not really. It sounds a little bit harsher than being disqualified from the game, because he picked up the 3 penalties that disqualifies you. He didn't do anything that ejected him prior to those 3 penalties. But Duncan Chisholm is out for the rest of the game with a rough. Then he got called for a hook and an unsportsmanlike penalty that he was eliminated, disqualified from the rest of the game with 11:52 remaining in the second period. The other penalties in the period were also a rough by Chisholm that came early on, or excuse me, that was in the first period, and then that ended in the second period. And then Will Simmons and it was Luke Hansen getting called for penalties. Carter Sanderson got called for an interference. So Rushmore right now 0 for 1, although there are 2 Capitals penalties. One, the Sanderson penalty, was in the midst of a 4-minute power play, so there was no power play for the Rushmore Thunder off of that. So it is a 2-1 lead for the Rushmore Thunder here at the end of the second period. And they have that 1-goal lead over the Capitals. The Caps led 3-0 back in December when they played. Rushmore came back and won 5-3. Rushmore led 2-0 early on. Early on, halfway through this game. The Caps have made it 2-1, and they're trying to claw their way back to tie it up. But the next goal is going to be a big one. The next goal will be a big one because it's either a 3-1 game or a 2-2 tie at any point in this third period. And one shot will do that to you. Sanderson's had a couple of good looks. He might be that guy to try and get that tying goal to make it 2-2. And you look at the other side, Dawson Worth has been very, very good. And, you want to eliminate him from potentially making a couple more goals in this game. He's already got 24 in the season and 2 so far in this game. But you look at the likes of Petrato, who's been very close. Hayden Holick's been close. Hunter Walla has also been close a couple of times. So they can score from all over the place, just like the Caps can. But Rushmore has got their depth is, again, the reason why they're as good as what they are. And I say that in not meaning anything about the Rushmore Thunder, but you look at it, and you don't really see a whole lot of superstar names. You see guys that have played varsity hockey for a while, but nothing that really stands out. Obviously, Dawson Worth is having himself a year being with 24 goals now this season, leading the state. That's a superstar caliber level. But they just have so many good players and so much of a depth that they don't have to have that big star. You look at guys from years past, and they lie out the scoreboard every single year, and they have one really good line. They have just 2 really good players. They've got a really good goalie, so they don't have to score very much. But Rushmore, you say, well, they just got everybody. That's what the Rushmore Thunder do, and that's why they're sitting at 11-0. And the depth was able to beat the Brookings Rangers, and the Rangers are kind of like that this year too, saying they got a really good top line, but they've got really good lines all the way through, up and down. But the Rushmore Thunder, each line is very good. I mean, right now on the list that I have, every line's got at least 5 goals in the forward lines. Obviously, Dawson Worth with 24, that's a lot by himself. Hayden Holick's got 12 goals right now. Alex Dietrich's next goal will put him into double digits. But then you look down on the defensive side. You got Parker Brennan and Duncan Chisholm, who's got 8 goals combined. Kalen Merchant and Tyson Dunbar's got 5 goals combined. Lane Jensen, Luke Hansen, along with Ryan Laughlin, they've got 2 goals combined. But it just tells you just how good they are from top to bottom and why this team is so hard to beat, because you don't really see a step down. You might see, well, this line is better than that line. But overall, each line can compete with all those lines, every single one of those lines, whether it's the first, second, or third. Caps, again, they trail it 2-1 here at the end of the second period. We'll step aside and we'll come back again, and we'll have more of the second intermission report after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put your energy bills, is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and glass insulation.
Backyard turn. This is Jason. A hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pier.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick frost and having to scrape your car Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pier, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pier. Sunday afternoon, the Capitals have another big test as they welcome in the Aberdeen Cougars. This is Sports Director John Winkler. Join me late Sunday afternoon on Capital City Rock as the Hawaii Capitals host Aberdeen. The two teams played to a Caps thrilling overtime win back in early December. Hawaii will look for a season sweep on Sunday. Coverage will begin at 3:40 with puck drop at 4 o'clock. The Hawaii Capitals and Aberdeen Cougars Sunday afternoon hockey on your home for the Hawaii Caps, Capital City Rock, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pier. Zanders has been servicing the Pier area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pier or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Keenan Howard, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back into our second intermission reports, as we look through the scores across the state, there is just one other game going on right now, and maybe Aberdeen